welcome Madam Michelle Griffin, Madam Amanda Stark, Mr. Dan Malinovich, and the other representatives of the UN system, and also Chief of Legislative Staff, Parliamentary Staff, Honorable Chief Opposition Whip, Deputy Opposition Whip, and distinguished members of Parliament. I would like to welcome you to Parliament, and we are grateful and thankful for this opportunity to engage in a productive, progressive and constructive dialogue in order to ensure that our democratic system performs at the highest level as the most efficient democratic system available. And that's the objective that we have as a country. I think, basically speaking, I would like to point out the fact that we should try and enhance the independence. Adequate resources are provided to make sure that electoral responsibility and accountability is upheld by the Election Commission, and it adheres to the highest standards. There's also a request for modernizing voter registration processes, and maybe we can learn from the international best practices to do so. Try to instill rules, regulations, laws, legislation to try and improve the inclusiveness aspect and equal representation, be it the women in society, the ladies in society, representatives from various ethnic backgrounds, people from ethnic backgrounds and religious groupings, various denominations, and to ensure that inclusiveness and equal representation are adequately carried out. Ensure that we integrate technological responsibility. Technology is very important, but the utilization of technology should be done. But as far as the speedy development and technological advancements may create divisions on the playing field, creating greater inequality and imbalance. Ensure that laws are made more stringent to make sure that the campaigns are free and fair to the greatest possible extent. And I think there should be a much more improved dispute resolution process. I think when the nomination papers are filed, they are so complicated that that room for rejection of nominations is quite big. And when those rejections take place, the methodology which you follow to solve those disputes and anomalies, that's also very laborious. The candidates have to spend a lot of money appealing the processes in the judiciary. That's the proper way to go about it, no doubt about that. But I think if there is a way of simplifying the nomination papers to make sure that the propensity for nomination papers to be rejected and dismissed are few and far between. That's somewhere that's an area that we can improve ourselves to make sure that our electoral system is modern, equitable, and more important, simple. Specifically, with the last election we had, local government elections. Of course, that particular electoral system gave an absolute reservation, a member reservation for women in society, which I personally think was an important aspect, because 52% of Sri Lanka consists of women, and there is a 25% permanent reservation within the 341 odd local authorities. So the women representation aspect is very valuable and important. However, the electoral process itself, there are a variety of views. Some say the members being elected per local ward is good, but then again, the previous electoral system provided the voter with a wider choice as far as who to vote are concerned. And last but not least, what are the international best practices that we can learn from, so that the voters' rights are strengthened and protected. And I would also propose, since there is a debate on constitutional reform, that a special provision that dedicates itself to protecting the voters' rights, the citizens' rights, would also be important, where such specific mentioning takes place within the Sri Lankan constitution itself. So I came up with roughly about 9 or 10 points. I think those are areas that we can improve.